Man, I got about half an hour before I gotta get off. 1 o'clock. But we can get some decent games in. Yeah? 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 What do you think? Yeah? I think yeah. Came from behind, cool. Oh!
Hostiles have established.
Where's the transmitter?
What is up, guys? It's your boy, terrificbox, playing some Black Ops 4 beta, killing it. So, this game itself, obviously in the beta, I talked about World War II beta being not too bad. Ended up not liking the game that much at all. I mean, I gave it about maybe 50 to 60 hours total game time, and for me right now, that's a lot. Like, if I give any game a lot of game time like that in terms of how much time I get to play, and which isn't much to begin with, but you know, that's what happens when you get older. But this game, I feel, has promise, and the reason I say that is, and it's not because, you know, I have a good couple of games, and you know, I gave the beta probably about 4 total hours of gameplay itself, which is a decent amount, especially, you know, since it's a beta, and I think I had like 2 or 3 times I was able to actually play it. And this control game mode is a nice twist. I like it. The time to kill, yeah, I feel like it's gone up, but I feel like with a lot of recent Call of Duties, minus maybe Infinite Warfare, or not Infinite Warfare. Yeah, it was Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare seemed like a pretty short time to kill. I've seen some other people on YouTube doing their reviews on it, and they say that, you know, the health shouldn't be reduced because of how overpowered the guns are, and you're just gonna run into a situation where you have every gun be a one-shot kill. But if I remember correctly, watch this, 1, 2, and then I pick up a third later. But if I remember correctly, MW2, man, everything in that game was a fucking one-shot kill, damn near. You know, every gun in that game was overpowered to an extent in which I want to say the major nerf in that game was, of course, the akimbo models. Other than that, I mean, that game relatively stayed phenomenally balanced in the sense of everything could kill you. I do want to say maybe if you brought the health down to 125, I wouldn't go down to 100, but definitely 125 in my opinion. The game feels relatively okay though, and I mean, obviously I was only able to play on weekend 2 since I don't have a PlayStation 4, so I didn't get the whole weekend 1 bugs and all that stuff, so this was a little bit quote-unquote of a more polished beta than week 1 or weekend 1. But you know, the streaks, obviously, unless they just bring back MW2 streaks to where you're gonna sit there and you're gonna have fear instilled in you when you sit there and you hear, you know, enemy payload inbound, like that used to scare the crap out of me when I was playing them. Like, you had to get inside because you knew if you weren't gonna get inside, you were done. There was no getting around that. This whole health regen pack thing that you stab into your chest, which helps you regen health because you don't regen, or you only regen a certain amount now, it's kind of weird. It's just gonna add more depth to the mechanics of the game, in my opinion, to where you're gonna have to start doing and have to start remembering more, which will definitely raise the skill gap, in my opinion. I've never been a big fan of the specialists either. You know, you sit there and you have the specialists, which are essentially either free kills or free ways to get kills in game, and you know, I feel like that's just not right, man. I feel like you should have to earn every single kill. And yeah, you can say, oh well, since you're getting these kills to earn that ability, don't worry about that accuracy, by the way. I just chased him down and got some more hit markers, and then he died, so it worked out. But the fact that they added this new EKIA system, where basically if you even put 1 bullet into him, you get like credit for the kill, which is cool. But then at the same time, a UAV is 550 points. Like, I don't remember the last time a UAV was 550 points. You know what I mean? Like, it's relatively been 3 kills, maybe 350. The only time that I know of where a UAV was extremely expensive was Advanced Warfare, and that's because you could mod your kill streaks, and I had like thermal detection, I had like extra points or longer lasting, I forget what it was, but I had like my UAV was decked out, but my UAV was like 1150 points. But that's Advanced Warfare, where you could mod your score streaks. You know, you could sit there and make your mothership being able to have an extra person in there, plus extra flares, plus extra time, and it was like a 2,000 point streak. You know, it's ridiculous stuff like that. But overall, in my opinion, this game itself, I feel like it gives life in me, who is a Call of Duty cynic, in the sense of I want to sit here and I want to believe that the next game will be good. But every year it's just been disappointment after disappointment. And I want to say part of that is just not being able to put in the time. Because back in the day when we used to play MW2, Call of Duty 4, the main Call of Duty that a lot of people recognize as the start of the Call of Duty franchise. For me, it was honestly Call of Duty 2. Playing multiplayer on Call of Duty 2 was the weirdest thing, because there was just, it was like, I think a 6v6, same thing as this, but I mean, the maps were so big, and you know, I think there was like no throwing back grenades, there was no sprint, there was a lot of stuff that there wasn't there that you have that's just commonplace now. But you know, you just don't have the time, and that's for me especially. You know, you get older, not everybody can sit here and be a YouTuber or play video games to make a living and get everything. So, you know, you got to get a real job. You got to, you know, do all these other things to be a normal human being. And for me, you know, I just don't have enough time to put in the hours, and neither do my friends. So I'm only able to play maybe once a week. And that's why I feel like the games aren't getting better, because I don't have the time to sit there and put in the grind to get better at them. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!